So what's up guys, I'm Zach over here, and today I wanted to talk to you about deep web. Before I begin, this is a new channel. Please make sure to comment, subscribe, and share the video because I really want to keep this channel going. So I would really appreciate it if you smash that thumbs up and let me what you think about the video and how and help me how to improve my channel in the future. So without any further talking from me, let's get into the video. So first, as you can see from here, this is the deep web. What the deep web is, when you search something on the Google, let's say www.youtube.com or NBA.com or any website that you search on Google, it's pretty much it just contains 4% of the internet. With that being said, the other 96 96% of the internet is like somewhere beneath the sea. Now, what I mean by that, if you search on the Google the deep web, you will definitely find some things about it. You will definitely find some information about it, but the links that actually go into the deep web, you can't access them because they're like onion. It's not like the regular, how do I say it? So like when you go www, you see like it's not like this.com. It doesn't have .com. It's like onion. They are called onion websites. So to browse the onion websites, you need a special browser that is called, here we go. We have Tor browser. What Tor browser is, it's a special browser that it's designed to browse the darknet. Now, what the darknet is, as you can see, they have legal porn, government users, academic information, hackers to encrypt sites, and then the illegal information. So overall, the deep web is somewhere that you can buy illegal drugs. You can hire a hitman. A hitman is someone who kills someone or beats up someone. So you can do all of that nasty stuff on the deep web, and you can find many videos or live streams on this by just installing Tor. Now, I'm going to explain about how Tor works and the extra security steps that you need to take in order to be safe on the deep web. Please, I'm sure when you're watching this, you might watch it from Windows platform, Mac OS, or Linux. If you are using a Linux platform and you're installing this, you're probably safe. But for Mac and Windows, especially Windows, if you just go ahead and just download the Tor browser, it's not really secure because number one, when you go to the deep web and download something, you can get yourself compromised. You can download a virus that locks down your whole files without you even knowing about it, or maybe like it's not safe. So don't use Tor browser. But Tor browser is something that makes your internet connection anonymous, and it's not like Chrome or Firefox or other browsers that leave a trace behind. If you use Tor browser on the Windows, it saves your history, but it's like it makes your internet connection pretty much safe. Pretty much anonymous. So now my suggestion is to use Tails. Now what Tails is a live CD or USB operating system that is focused on privacy for anyone, anywhere. Now what this is, it's a Linux-based operating system that if you download Rufus and you actually download the ISO file of Tails and you burn the ISO file into a USB stick or a CD, after you shut down your computer and then when you restart it, you can actually boot from the CD or the USB stick in order to enter this platform. This is much safer because first of all, it doesn't have to do anything with your hard drive. It runs on a USB stick. So when you're done your browsing and the debug, you can just shut down your computer, take out the USB, and then you're good. Like you're pretty much safe. So I would pretty much recommend this if you are looking for a safer Linux platform and you don't get yourself compromised or you don't want to get scammed. I pretty much recommend Tails. It's really good, and honestly I'm using it most of the time. You are basically carrying around a whole system inside a USB or C. It doesn't matter. The next one is the Qubes OS. Now what Qubes OS is not a live operating system like Tails, so you have to either install it in a virtual machine or as a system on your hard drive. Now, some of you may think, well, then Tails, because when you are using Tails, you don't need to install Tor browser, and it pretty much, when you take out the USB, it doesn't save anything. All the things that you download, once you take out the USB, all of them are gone, and you will never see them again. But for Qubes requires some configurations. Now what I mean by that, the newest version of this is Qubes release 4.0, as you can see from the site. Now the problem with Qubes is, especially with the new version that they have, it's pretty much safe, I won't lie, but the thing is, it doesn't work on all PCs or laptops. What I mean by that, if you want to install Qubes, you pretty much have to pay attention to the requirements of your So do a research before you install Qubes, because once you want to run it on once you want to create a bootable flash drive, and then you want to boot it into a computer and then install it, you can get small laptops from Amazon.com or anywhere, cheap laptops. You can really install this and it's really safe. But as I said, it won't work on all PCs and you need to do some configurations. I don't know, firewall configurations, VPNs and all that stuff. So this is Qubes. If you have done your research and you feel that you can install this, go ahead and do it, and it's pretty much safe to use. Now the next thing that I want to show you, it's i2p. Now what i2p is, i2p is it's like a browser, and it pretty much works the same way Tor does, but in my opinion is safer because it prevents your computer from being tracked by third parties and all that. And as you can see, it has download for different versions. If you have noticed, when you go on the Tor browser and when you actually want to download it, it has different versions. Then the scary thing about this is that when you go to downloads, it can see what PC you are coming from. So now that I am recording this video from a Windows platform, Windows 10, it can see what what Windows, what Microsoft Windows I'm using it. So, but i2p, you can pretty much get it and then go on the web. I am not sure if this has any if any Linux or any operating system that is designed specifically for i2p, because when you go on the Tails, when you install Tails and you run it and you put your computer and use Tails, Tails has Tor browser already installed on it, so you don't need to do anything, any VPN configuration or all that stuff. You can just go ahead and use it. But for i2p, it doesn't have i2p. However, if you write i2p in the it doesn't have i2p, so if you want to go ahead, you can use i2p. But again, i2p is a little bit difficult, and it's an older version of browsers like Tor. So yeah, you have Tor, and then you have Freenet. Freenet is a browser, and it's pretty much safer to use. For me personally, I don't have any personal information about i2p and Freenet, but at some point and time, i2p is better than Tor. Again, back to Freenet, they all pretty much have their how do I say, like, they pretty much have you can get a DNS link from this i2p or Tor. So again, always try to install these on a Linux platform system. These two operating system, Tails and Qubes, are really good. So I pretty much recommend this for deeper browsing. Please don't just go ahead and install these these browsers on your computer and then just go ahead. You can run them in you can run this through a virtual machine, but please try to only run this in the virtual machine, because what does it mean, Tails? As you can see, it's a live system. So what's the point of running a live operating system in a virtual machine? So yeah, if you're using a virtual machine, use VMware, and it pretty much is it. And make sure to always, when you go onto the deep web, it's a huge world. And like, you can see different things, like multiple, like it's just that huge that I can't even put into the words, into proper words. So make sure before you get there, do Qubes, like do extra security steps in order to get there, because you always want to be safe on the internet. And yeah, that was for me. If you liked what you saw, leave a comment, smash that like, and please help me to keep producing these kind of videos. And I really love, and it's my first video, so please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, if you want me to make any special, like any specific videos with regards to Qubes or Tails, please just let me know. I will definitely look into it. And if you want me to do a Tails tutorial on how to use Tails, just feel free and let me just please feel free to let me know. And yeah, have a good day, and I am